y'all, welcome back to another video. So we're gonna kick things off by using these stiletto extensions here. And I know it's another stiletto nail look, but would it really be this channel if we didn't do stiletto nails? No. So to find my appropriate size, I'm making sure the extension fits from sidewall to sidewall, and then I'm going to do some natural nail prep. I'm gonna start by using this cuticle remover here from Blue Cross. Then push back the cuticles, and then I'm going to flip the tool to the other side and remove any of the remaining dead skin. I like this tool because it's like a 2-for-1. I don't have to do a whole bunch of different movements, just a little flipperoo, and it works great. I will link all the products that I talk about in the description down below, by the way. Then once I'm done with that, you can do one of two things. You can either take some alcohol, spray it on the nail, and then use a scrub brush to cleanse the nail, or you can wash your hands like I'll be doing. Next, I'm gonna go in with Apres pH Bonder, let that dry down, and then I'm gonna be taking a peel off base coat. So you'll notice that I skipped primer. For me personally, I do not like using primer under any of my peel off base coats that I've tried so far because it makes the removal process really hard. I have done that before and the removal process took longer than if I would have done a soak off. So I personally don't do it. Now, if the brand says use a primer under our peel off base coat, then follow the directions of the brand. However, this brand doesn't say to do that, so I'm not doing it. So after I'm done applying this, I am going to cure it because it is a gel product. And even though I am using a peel off base coat, I'm still going to prep the bottom half of my extensions using Apres Gel X Prep. You can use an e-file. However, I've already prepped my natural nails. I accidentally did things in reverse, so I don't want to kick up any additional dust. So this is going to remove the need for the e-file. But if you've never seen this product before, basically you just move up and down, side to side, creating some texture here. You don't need to be gentle at this step. Scrub, and then boom, here's what it looked like, and you'll be good to go. To apply my extensions, I will be using this product here, and then I'm going to place a little bit of gel on the bottom half, and then I'm going to line it up with my cuticle area, press down slowly, and then once the gel hits the top of my natural nail, I'm going to flash cure. So here's what happened. I got to my middle finger and I flash cured, and then when I moved my head from around the camera, I realized I didn't put enough glue. So let me show you how I fix that. So I take a flat brush, get a little bit of gel on the brush just like this, and then I am going to push the gel downward so that it fills in the gap. And then here's what it looks like corrected, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cure this in my lamp so it holds in place. It's a really quick fix, so in case this happens to you, try this out, and there you go. So since we only did a flash cure to adhere these extensions, it's time to do a full cure. I have a big LED lamp, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop my hand in there, and then I'm gonna pull out my e-file so that we can do two things. So first is going to be remove the shine and create some texture on the extension, so the polish that I'll be using for the nail art has something to grip onto and it doesn't slide right off. And then I'm also going to go around my cuticle area to seal my cuticles. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of shaping, going around the sides just a little bit because there isn't much I need to do, but I really want to focus on the tips where there's that little piece that holds the extension to the little plastic sheet that's in the container. We just want to get rid of that. And then I'm going to get rid of all this dust so we can try sealing the cuticle with some acetone. And the reason why I say try is because sometimes when you place acetone or alcohol on some brand of extensions, they like to turn a cloudy white color or they melt too fast. And because this is only my third time using these extensions, I wanted to basically see how they react, but everything went well. When it comes to sealing your cuticles, you can use your e-file and your preferred bit, do the acetone trick, or do a combination of the two. Either way, make sure you choose one because sealing your cuticles prevents any lifting, because we don't want these extensions to pop off or have anything like hair or water to get trapped under there. So this step definitely shouldn't be skipped. So the extensions are finally ready for some nail art, so let's get down to it. So the first product we'll be using is this one here, which is a reflective glitter gel top coat. And I found this one on Instagram. And let me tell you, the marketing was on point for this product because as soon as I saw it swatched, I closed out of Instagram, ran to the website and add this to cart, and next thing you know, it's at my doorstep. But I say all that to say this polish is stunning. So this nail look is going to be what I'm going to call a layered ombre look. And as we go through the tutorial, you'll understand why I'm going to call it that. I'm going to start by applying this at the midpoint of the nail and then work my way up. And since this polish is jam-packed with glittery goodness, I'm only going to do a thin layer. And then I'm going to be taking my girl Cynthia. And first I'm going to blend downwards, and then I'm going to come back to the midpoint of the nail and then work my way towards the tip of the nail, just to make sure the glitter is evenly distributed. If you're not new here, you know exactly why the ombre brush is called Cynthia, but if you are new here, that's the name because it looks just like Cynthia's hair from Rugrats. If you grew up in the 90s, you know exactly who I'm talking about. When using an ombre brush, I always recommend to use gentle pressure because if you press down too hard, you're going to leave streaks in the nail, and we don't want that, you know? So gentle, soft motions. Before I cure, I'm going to grab Cynthia again, and we're going to move in sweeping motions from left to right this time, right at the base of the nail, just to blend that glitter out a little bit more. Done curing, but before I move on, I wanted to show you exactly what this polish looks like with the lights off and just my camera flash on. Recorded this on my phone because I wanted y'all to just see it. I was sitting down at my desk like, oh wait, pause. We need to take a moment to give this its flowers because look at this. Absolutely stunning. But let's keep going. So here is where that layered ombre term that I was talking about earlier comes in because we are going to take a cat eye gel now and place it on top of that glitter polish. When I'm applying this though, I am not going all the way down to my cuticle area and then working my way up. I am leaving a little bit of space in between where I'm starting the polish and my cuticle area because I'm going to be using my ombre brush to blend this out before pulling out my magnet. If we do the ombre brush after we do the magnet, we run the risk of disturbing the particles and then messing up the design we create, and we don't want to do that. It's a hassle to try to correct. I'm going to hold the magnet on both sides, at the top and at the bottom, and then we'll start seeing an arch. And then once I have everything in place, I'm going to flash cure immediately after. So I'm going to do the exact same process for the rest of the nails. So to run through it one more time, apply a thin layer of cat eye gel, then take the ombre brush and blend it towards the bottom. Then we're going to create that arch, and then we're going to flash cure immediately afterwards before moving on to the next finger. So as far as magnets go, you will see me alternate in between the rectangular bar magnet, which is that silver one, and then the cylinder magnet, which is that gold one. And the rectangular magnet is going to be the strongest magnet out of the two. So I like to use that for the initial kind of like getting those particles into place. And to concentrate the particles a little bit more to make them more vibrant, I like to take the gold one and move in an up and down motion. And you can see how the color is just more vivid after I do that. We're going to add our base color now. This one here is Sea Swingin' Sun by Nail Reserve LA. To apply this, I'll be using a very thin layer, starting off towards the base of the nail where the cuticle area is, and I'm going to be working my way up towards the midpoint of the nail. And then I'm going to grab my ombre brush and slightly blend upwards. Another thing I've been liking to do is after I'm done with my ombre brush, I take a flat brush, dip it in the smallest amount of alcohol. I'm talking about maybe a dot of it, and then I pat the edges gently so it blends a little more. And if you want to go in with a second layer, which I did, you can just repeat the process again after curing. And you probably thought we were done and we were going right into top gel, but we're not. We're gonna take that glitter one last time and I'm gonna put a little bit of it right in the center of the nail with the brush that comes in the polish bottle. Then we're gonna grab Cynthia and we're going to blend the glitter on the nail one last time, making sure to go down towards the cuticle area but not touching it completely so it still looks like an ombre. I'm gonna cure and then we're gonna go into top gel. Well, at least a clear top gel, because technically that glitter polish is advertised as a reflective glitter top gel. But I'm just going to be applying a thin layer of this and then do our final cure. And here are what the nails look like all done. So I really like these nails. My favorite part is definitely the transparent like feel at the tips. And out of all of the nail looks I've done, this is definitely top 5. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, then make sure you do so on your way out. But in the meantime, I will see you in the next tutorial.